I'm Bhavika and I welcome you all from our KTC Bangalore. Today we would be talking to you all about our product LivStrong. So LivStrong is one supplement that it enhances or improves a liver health. So it is specifically made for any condition that deteriorates the liver, and to prevent any kind of liver condition, or to making sure if somebody is suffering from liver disease, this supplement will help them to cope up with the condition and also helps in decreasing the condition. So as usual, before starting with the presentation, we always tell you that this session is registered under copyright, so no violence is accepted. So defense and safety. So if you see this image clearly, you can see this is something that we don't see in our surrounding, but when we usually think of this picture, when we see this picture, we usually relate this to the border area. When specifically in those areas where we it's in the border area, as in which puts that line LOC or LAC that that differentiates between two countries or two land. So it is to defend our country, to keep our country in a safe. Usually this kind of barbed wires are put. Even if you go to see your name in your neighborhood, we usually put compound, or in our area, in our land, if it can be field or estates, whatever it is, we usually put a barred area so that we could keep our land, defend our land against the outer enemies, or probably keep our land in a safer hands. So that's why we usually put this barbed wire. So what is the necessary to have this barbed wire in this picture? It is clearly to tell you that liver acts exactly like this defensive wire, because it helps in defending and also helps in keeping our body safe. So this is to just give you an example in what way you can relate our organ liver to. So liver is basically one of the largest organ in our body. So liver is divided into two lobes. It can be left lobe and it is right lobe, and in between it has been separated by a it's basically it helps in separating left to right, and it helps in for the blood to flow through it, and then it passes on to both the side of the liver. So liver, that's why we bring to you LivStrong, because LivStrong is one specific supplement that helps in improving the liver condition. So let us understand what liver is. So liver is basically, like I told you, is one of the largest organ in our body. It weighs about 1.3 to 1.4 kg. So liver is one organ that is always in a healthy condition, but if it starts deteriorating, then it can cause a lot of effects, because it is if our liver is in a healthy condition, then probably our other organs are also in a safer hand. But if our liver is deteriorated, it might influence the deterioration of other organs, because liver is closely related to other organs as well. That's why we tell that if our liver is healthy, if our digestive system is healthy, then we can easily avoid almost 70% of conditions, any kind of disease condition. So liver has two lobes, that is left lobe and right lobe. So this is a clear picture that shows you how exactly liver is separated, left and right, and in center it is been separated by a ligament. So liver is important organ because it helps in supporting every organ in some way or the other. It influences other organs to do its activity on a regular basis and to keep itself healthy. So without a healthy liver, a person cannot survive. Like I told you, in other organs, if the condition starts deteriorating, it is other organs are easily influenced to outer external force, like any kind of poisonous effect, or or because of stress, or physiological, psychological, or environmental factors can influence other organs to deteriorate sooner. But liver is one such organ where it takes its time to deteriorate. It is very strong and it is very healthy, but if we do not take care of the liver and we start taking it for granted, it slowly starts deteriorating, and once liver is deteriorated, then it is very difficult to get it back to its normal state. That's why we have to be very careful when it comes to liver. We have to make sure that it is always in a healthy state, prevent any kind of inflammation or any disease from attacking the liver. So liver's main job is to basically filter the blood coming from the digestive tract. So when the blood from the digestive tract goes to the liver, it basically carries nutrients, medication, or any kind of toxic substances. So these ingredients in the blood from digestive system goes to the liver, where liver can either filter it or absorb it, store it, detoxify it, and then send it back to the blood so that it can be transformed all toward our body. So it can be all other organs and tissues can get the required nutrient or medicines in a less harmful way or in a better way. So that is one of the function. Another function is basically to detoxify the blood. So even in that way, specifically alcohol, any kind of drug. So what liver does is, because it helps the blood carries these ingredients, let it be drugs or alcohol, to the liver, where liver either stores it or detoxifies it. So in a way, medicines and drugs and alcohol is being detoxified in the liver. So what it does is, it helps in excreting it, eliminating it from our intestine or from our body. So that way our liver makes sure that our body is not affected by alcohol. But if you keep putting that pressure on liver to eliminate that alcohol, then naturally the effect of liver also decreases. When it comes to drugs again, the more toxic or more harmful substances that the medicines have, it helps in removing them from the blood, and it gets eliminated from the intestine, and it helps in storing vitamins or minerals or glucose for that matter, so that it could be used when the time is necessary, when our body is completely under stress and is not able to when we are tired, or sometimes when we fall sick, our body is completely under stress, so we wouldn't be able to eat good food, so naturally we wouldn't be getting any kind of nutrients. So that way, during this time, liver makes sure that these nutrients that has been stored is released into the blood, so that we can sustain, our body can sustain any kind of pressure that it has been put into. Naturally, it helps in detoxifying, it helps in filtering, along with it, it helps in digestion, metabolism, and detoxification, and storage of not vitamins like A, D, E, K, and minerals like iron and copper. It also helps in production and in building up our immunity. It helps in producing fibrogens and albumin. So what liver does is, it also produces protein. So with the help of vitamin K, liver makes sure that the protein that it produces is combined with vitamin K, so that it can be used for blood clotting. So any kind of, if our blood cells are deteriorated, our blood cells are damaged, it also makes sure of getting rid of the damaged cells and helping the RBC, the cells, to generate new, the blood to generate new RBC. It also helps in building our immunity. So when we talk about immunity, if our liver is damaged, naturally the immunity system also decreases, our immunity also completely comes down. So it is very important that we take care of our liver. Liver has to be in a healthy form so that our body is also immune to poisonous substance or any kind of inflammation or virus or any kind of fungal attack. So these are different functions of liver. So what are the symptoms of if a liver is damaged? If the liver is not able to take care of the functions it usually does and it is completely damaged, what symptoms do you usually get to see? One is abdominal swelling. Any kind of, if you go to see liver patients or people whose liver is damaged, usually they go have abdominal swelling. They usually have cirrhosis or ascites where there is fluid filled up in their abdominal region. It is not fat or maybe because their activity has come down, or maybe because there is a lot of fat storage around that region. No, if a person with liver damage, if you go to see that person, usually because of the fluid filling up, their stomach usually appears to be large, or you can see abdominal swelling, bruising. So people who are liver damage also, because of the clotting takes a longer time, there is a bruising usually seen around that area. Like I told you, with the help of vitamin K, liver produces protein that helps in blood clotting. So if liver does not produce that protein naturally, vitamin K will not have the protein for its function. It won't be able to do blood clotting. Next is tiredness and feeling very fatigued, loss of appetite. Jaundice is another one of the condition where liver again can deteriorate in its function, and abdominal play and recurrent occurrence of vomiting. So people who have frequent attack of vomiting and abdominal pain, even if they drink water, if they are throwing it out, these are usually symptoms of jaundice. Even if you go to see jaundice, these are symptoms that you usually see. Why? Because the liver is damaged, liver has been attacked. So during this time usually you get to see symptoms such like this. So LivStrong is one such supplement you have to take so that you maintain your liver health and also prevent any kind of damage from occurring. Like I told you, once liver gets damaged, it is very difficult to bring it back to its normal state. So to prevent liver from damaging, or if the liver gets damaged, to make sure that it does not deteriorate in its function, to make sure liver can sustain well, can do its function regularly, liver has to be protected, liver has to be kept safe. So for that reason we bring to you LivStrong. LivStrong is one such supplement that helps in keeping our liver healthy. Why? Because it contains these ingredients. First is Silybum merianum extract and Philanthus amaris extract. It also has Picrorhiza curva extract. So these three ingredients help in promoting liver health. Along with it, it has curcumin, C3 and bioperine. Curcumin acts as an antioxidant and as an anti-inflammatory. Bioperine in helping all these ingredients to be completely absorbed in our body, and it also has Eclipia alba. So basically it helps in supporting liver health. So all these ingredients make sure that our liver is strong, that we are able to support our liver health. So let us understand about each ingredient in detail. First is Silybum merianum extract. So Silybum merianum extract is basically known as milk thistle. So this is exactly how it looks like. So if you go to see the top part, the seed part is where the seed shell of this plant basically have liver protective and regenerative properties in them. So this is why milk thistle is used for specifically for promoting liver health. So because of the seed region, the seed shell has that properties in them that can make sure to it helps in promoting a liver health. Next is Philanthus amaris extract. So Philanthus amaris extract is basically a compound that makes sure that it helps in liver, it helps hepatoprotective. So liver is also known as hepatic gland. So hepatoprotective is basically liver protection. So it helps in liver protection, and it also not only keeps liver healthy, but it also helps in protecting our kidneys. So this Phyllanthus amaris extract basically does not only keep our liver healthy, but it also helps in protecting our kidney from external damage, and also it has good diuretic properties. If we are able to pass urine on regular time, and it basically, passing urine basically suggests that our body is in a healthy state, and our kidney is functioning well. The moment our kidney deteriorates in its function, sorry, deteriorates in its function, then naturally the passing of urine also reduces. So Phyllanthus amaris extract make sure that it helps in keeping our liver and our kidney safer. Excuse me, I am so sorry. So these are the properties Phyllanthus amaris shows. So Phyllanthus amaris extract basically have contraceptive properties in them, diuretics properties in them. It also has antibiotic, antiviral, antineurotic. In fact, it helps in keeping our kidneys safer. It helps in keeping a healthy kidney, and also promoting our healthy liver. So next is Picrorhiza curva extract. Picrorhiza curva extract is basically, the root of this plant has been used because the root of this plant has that properties to keep our liver healthy and managing our liver in a good way. So any kind of liver disorders, or if our liver is damaged, or if its functions have been deteriorated, then Picrorhiza curva extract, because its root have that such good properties in them in keeping or managing any kind of liver disorder. So Picrorhiza curva extract is being used in this ingredient, in this product, and this plant is commonly used. It has been grown in Himalaya region, and a lot of people in Ayurveda, it has been used in Ayurvedic practice as well, where they use the root of this plant because it has such good properties of keeping our liver healthy and managing any kind of liver disorder. So Picrorhiza is used for management of jaundice and hepatitis. So even in jaundice, if you don't if you go to any village area, so to any Ayurvedic center, they usually give you a solution where either they if the condition is severe, then they ask you to drink it, but if your condition is fine, then they usually put the solution through your nose. So it directly goes to your liver and helps in preventing or managing any kind of liver disorder. Finally, it has Eclipta alba. Eclipta alba is commonly used to manage liver disorder. It helps in promoting bile flow. So bile is basically produced in liver, and then it is sent to the gallbladder. So when we talk about the anatomy of liver as well, liver is basically present between our lungs and our stomach area and our gallbladder. So liver is between these two areas, so it helps in promoting bile flow, protects liver viral hepatitis and other condition involving hepatic enlargement. So the key benefit Sorry, there was some technical issue, that's why we had to pause the video. So let's get back to the session. So like I told you, LivStrong has amazing key benefits in them. One is to maintain healthy liver function, promote our liver health, helps to support cleaning and liver detoxification. Also it helps in protecting liver tissues against any kind of oxidative stress by improving antioxidant defense. When we talk about detoxification also, we usually say liver has to be completely detoxified. That way our body can completely detoxify itself and make sure that any kind of oxidative stress or any kind of free radicals are not formed. It also helps in minimizing liver illness such as fatty liver, supports normal metabolic process in the body and promote general well-being. So even when we talk about metabolic process, suppose let's say even for sugar, glucose, carbohydrates breaks down into glucose. What liver does is it absorbs the glucose from the blood and stores it as glycogen. So whenever we feel weak or tired, whenever it is necessary for that glucose to be released into the blood, especially when blood sugar level goes down, liver does that function as well. Another is breaking down of protein. So liver uses amino acid where it gets converted into ammonia. So ammonia is a harmful substance. So what liver does is it helps in making that, converting ammonia into urea from a harmful substance. Liver makes sure that it turns into a less harmful substance, then it transported it into the blood and urea gets eliminated from the kidney. So this way metabolic process, basically it helps in breaking down of nutrients, it helps in converting the harmful substance into less harmful substance and making sure that it gets eliminated from our body. For fat, for that matter, it helps in breaking down of fat, and because of the bile juice it produces and sends it to gallbladder where it gets transported to the blood, to the small intestine. This way fat also gets broken down in our body. So this is our product LivStrong. Because LivStrong has such good ingredients in them, all the functions what I told you liver does, it helps in enhancing the functions, it helps in promoting the liver health. So this way, if like initially I have told you, if our liver is healthy, our digestive system is healthy, because liver and digestive system are in close proximity. So if these two are healthy, we can avoid almost all kind of condition. So by taking LivStrong, by keeping our liver healthy, we are in fact keeping our other organs and our other tissues also healthy. So any kind of feedback, or you want to send any kind of queries, you can always mail us at stlive@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and get the notification. Thank you.